Hello, in this video, we are going to discuss about the concept of diversification. Diversification involves the inclusion of a number of different investment vehicles in a portfolio. It is an important aspect of creating an efficient portfolio. At the end of this video, we are going to look into some empirical journal articles to find out how many stocks are required to form a well-diversified portfolio. Stay tuned. Have you heard about the idiom, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket"? This is a piece of advice that one should not concentrate all efforts and resources in one area, as one could lose everything. What is meant by diversification? Diversification can be defined as spreading a portfolio over many investments to avoid excessive exposure to any one source of risk. How many stocks make a diversified portfolio? Let's take a look at the research study of Bill Stedman in 1987. In this diagram, when the portfolio consists of two stocks, the average standard deviation of the portfolio is close to 50%. As the number of stocks increases, the risk of the portfolio reduces. When there are 20 stocks in the portfolio, the standard deviation has reduced to approximately 20%. Notice that the line becomes horizontal as more stocks are added to the portfolio. This shows that the risk of the portfolio approaches the market risk. There is minimal further reduction in risk when the number of stocks are 100, 200, and even up to 1,000 stocks. A key conclusion from this study is, as the number of stocks in the portfolio increases, the risk of the portfolio can be reduced. The part of a stock risk that can be eliminated is called unique risk, while the part that cannot be eliminated is called market risk. Unique risk is caused by random events. For example, lawsuits, strikes, successful and unsuccessful marketing program, winning or losing a major contract, and other events that are unique to a particular firm. Because these events are random, their effects on a portfolio can be eliminated by diversification. Bad events in one firm will be offset by good events in another. Market risk, on the other hand, stems from factors that systematically affect most firms. For example, war, inflation, recession, high interest rates. Because most stocks are negatively affected by these factors, market risk cannot be eliminated by diversification. There are two types of risk, unique risk and market risk. Read this definition. I will pose some questions to test your understanding. Question number one. Which type of risk is known as diversifiable risk? The answer is unique risk. Unique risk can be diversified away. Question number two. Which type of risk is known as unsystematic risk? The answer again is unique risk. Question number three. Which type of risk is known as a firm-specific risk? The answer is unique risk too. Let's have another question. Which of the following is not a source of systematic risk? As we know, systematic risk is also known as beta or market risk or non-diversifiable risk. In this case, what is your answer? Answer is personal changes. Personal changes will only affect a specific company. it won't affect other companies in the same industry. The benefits of diversification are more important than ever. What does this mean for the average investor? Individual stocks have become riskier, increasing the danger of putting all your eggs in one basket. But at the same time, lower correlations between individual stocks means that diversification is more useful than ever for reducing portfolio risk. So, diversify, diversify, diversify. In this formula, total risk consists of individual risk and market risk. There are two parts in the equation. The number of stock, N, is the denominator in the equation. As N increases, variance of the portfolio decreases. The variance of the portfolio approaches the market risk. This slide shows how actual return, expected return, and variance is calculated. W is the weight or proportion of investment. The variance of the portfolio depends on the covariance between the stocks. The objective of this list of formula is to calculate the variance of the portfolio. Here we assume the portfolio is equally weighted. N represents the number of stocks. After factoring and simplifying the equation, the final formula is shown in pink color. This formula can be applied to calculate the variance of the portfolio. Let's apply the formula of diversification. Assume that the average variance of return for an individual security is zero point 0.5 and that the average covariance is zero point 0.1. We are going to calculate the standard deviation of an equally weighted portfolio with 5, 10, and 15 stocks. For a portfolio of 5 stocks, the standard deviation is 0.424. For a portfolio of 10 assets, the portfolio standard deviation reduced to 0.374. If the number of stocks in a portfolio is 15, the standard deviation reduced further to 0.356. I hope you will apply this formula and practice the calculation. Here comes an important question. How many stocks do we need to invest to form a well-diversified portfolio? In Malaysia, there are more than 900 stocks listed in Bursa Malaysia. Shall we buy all the 900 stocks? Shall we buy 100? Or shall we buy 30 stocks listed on FBM KLCI? Well, according to the research of Stedman in 1987, the number of stocks to make a well-diversified portfolio is approximately 30 to 40 stocks. I hope you can read his original journal article to explore how the research is conducted and indirectly broaden your knowledge. Over the years, many researchers have also conducted. Thank you. I hope you can understand this session. See you and goodbye.